What is your view on the homework? How much homework is needed? If there is any certain amount, or shall parents help their kids with the homework? So what is your position on this?
We're going to tricky territories, okay? But basically homework, primarily purpose of homework is in education is to facilitate learning. One of the two most actually fundamental functions of the brain, right, that will help in learning is maintaining attention and retaining information, right? So these are the two. Now, if you look from psychological perspective, the two most important elements, like for learning, it would be resilience to failure, right? And basically what you, like sort of the whole education system is trying to teach you not to be a bad person, like, you know, whatever that means, right? I mean, just a societally acceptable human being. So homework's job is to help the kid practice those things. Attention, you know, to put something in their mind, like learn, practice new skills, retain information, right? And basically to practice skills, that's it. That's it. I mean, a child shouldn't be asked for every subject to do hours and hours on of homework. We know this is not effective anyway. I mean, you know, how long can a kid concentrate? I think that 30 minutes per subject to revise and complete homework should be more than plentiful. Now, of course, there are children who are very, very slow. Very, very slow. In the sense that, for example, they sit at the desk, they drop the pencil, they pick up the pencil, then they're looking for rubber. 15 minutes later, they haven't opened, you know, because they haven't started doing. But that's not, you know, the actual pure work where I have my book and everything is ready. Shouldn't take more than 30 minutes per subject, I'd say. And in
Each day?
and yeah, I don't think each day either. And I don't think it's also, I mean, we have to be sensible. Like if we give a lot of homework in literacy, don't expect the kid to do, you know, like lots in math, lots in geography, lots in history the same day, right? I mean, it's unreasonable. Or, for instance, what I prefer to do is like to give like a project for a week. So, you know, they can do it in a timely manner over the weekend or evenings, you know, whenever it's comfortable, and bring it back in a week. Something doable, you know, so the kid can, and the parents can agree when's the sort of, you know, free time, when is it not. But homework should only facilitate learning and help kids practice new skills. It shouldn't be the whole family Googling, you know, how to do this project. Yeah, because however, you know, like it goes from child to child. Some parents call me almost every day. Like, this kid doesn't know what's for homework. Other child don't need no reminders. Parent comes as they eat lunch, they open, they do it, they say, "Here, mom, I finished." It's very different, you know, it's very, very different. Now, when it comes to parents, and homework, you should only, it's very age appropriate, okay? Primary school kids, of course, we're going to supervise homework, of course. We're going to ask what's given, where do you struggle, do you need me to sit with you, and this. But you have to remind the child that it's his job. At the end of the day, I believe that it's his job. All the parent needs to do is like to help the kid transition that, all right, it's lunchtime, you know what time it is now, right? We're going to have a 30-minute play outside, and then it's homework time. So it will be ingrained. Consistency is key. And slowly say, you know, and maybe when as the kid goes old, as a child grows older, you could say, start, I'm going to come with you in 5 minutes. So show me what you've got done in 5 minutes. Or like, this is very difficult. Skip the hard ones. Do the ones that you know how to solve. You know, and then come back and help him fill the holes. And as time goes on, give him start and come in 10 minutes. You know, I'm just like going to do laundry and I'll come check with you in 10 minutes. So show me what you've got done in 10 minutes. Slowly back away, because you want at some point, because it's going to be pre-teenager and teenager, to have this responsibility. All right, lunch is finished, free time is finished, I need to sit, do my homework, and then I can, you know, do crafts or go outside. So slowly back away.
And if the child, you know, for their older ages, like 10, 11, 12, 13, when they just refuse doing homework, and they might be children from regular schools, like not from alternative schools, what are your tips to parents how to keep this going? Because they're going to be Xbox, they're going to be iPads, their devices, so that's a big potential distraction.
Yeah. I'd say go through 5 whys.
What is this?
When a kid says, I don't want to do this homework, ask him why. Whatever he gives you the answer, ask him why. Why and why and why, until you get to the core of the problem. Is it the relationship with the teacher? The relationship with the subject? That maybe he has gaps so big that it's impossible to catch up, and they feel like they're failing. Or they can't do their work because the gaps are so large. Is it the teacher? Is it the classmates? Is it bad atmosphere in the class? Kids maybe mock him or her for not knowing certain things. Get down to the core of the problem and then seek help from there. If the child says, I have a problem with it, say, let's have a meeting with the teacher. Let's, invite her for a cup of tea with the facilitator. Let's talk things through. If it's friends, okay, let's call someone, let's talk about it. Could you maybe sit someplace else? Could we have maybe afternoon help? Could maybe the teacher, provide you with private tutoring, to help you fill in the holes that you need. So ask 5 whys, get to the bottom of the problem. And if none above works, talking to the teacher, talking to facilitator, providing kid with ideas how to solve it himself, go and talk to a professional. Maybe psychologist, talk to someone, because the faster you grab the problem of I don't want to go to school, I don't want to do homework, they don't do it out of the blue, out of nothing. There's always
A reason.
So my advice is solve it immediately or go talk to a professional.